And we've got two teams who were AFC rivals for almost 25 years. Buckle up. There's football coming your way, and it's all up next.
It's known as one of the loudest stadiums in sports for a reason, and it'll only get louder as the collective 12th man starts cheering for their Seahawks. Welcome to Lumen Field in Seattle. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And away we go from Lumen Field. Return coming from the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They're led out by someone amidst their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength, the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Running with Walker again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's caught for the first. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Smith on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. They go play action. Here's Smith. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
So 4th down, and the big-legged Michael Dixon out to punt. And this will bring a drive that had some promise to a disappointing end. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're brought out by someone who's kept the exact energy now as he had when he entered the league back in 2019. It's Gardner Minshew.
Kate, I don't know how many people know the story of Gardner Minshew and how close he was to becoming a GA and coaching. Mike Leach got on the phone with him and said, hey, why don't you take one more swing at this thing? Come out to Pullman, Washington, and lead my pirate ship. And all he did with that mustache was light the college football world on fire. And all he's been in the NFL with multiple organizations is that same spark plug that just makes something happen.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Julian Love bringing that one to an end. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
From the 31. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, Minshew. He'll get it complete to Alexander Madison. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Up the middle they go with Madison. And he's brought down after a short gain. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Out of the gun, Minshew. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
They'll come to the line. Here's 2nd and 9. Staying with Walker. And he'll get him a handful on that run as we've reached the end of the first. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. Handoff to Walker from the gun. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
They'll go with Walker on the counter. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This is Walker on second. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Pass taken in by Lockett. Hits the 20. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. This return makes it up to the 25. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Madison. He's contained at the line for no gain. Byron Murphy there to make the play. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. They give it to Madison. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
1st and 10 from the 41. They'll go right back to Madison. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. It's the Raiders with a 1st and 10. Minshew working from the gun. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Minshew. Completed to his running back. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Brought down on the play by Uchenna Nwosu.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. This is hauled in by Myers. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Sticking in the air with Minshew. Has a man, it's Madison. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Out of the pistol, Minshew. And he will take this in. Touchdown! The Raiders earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Seahawks offense to the field for the final drive of this first half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like, the 30.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap to Smith. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. A play fake, now Smith to throw. Finds Bobo. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 43. Throwing for the end zone. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds. That brings us to halftime, and these teams locked up on the scoreboard. It's a 7-7 ball game. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Abdullah now to return. Finds some space, he's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to start this third quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Minshew setting up to throw. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a Vegas first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing on first is Minshew. He's on the move. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I wish every fan could just get the perspective on the field. When you stand on the sidelines, you realize how fast this game is. And as a QB, you've got to understand. When you get that amount of time, you've got to get rid of the ball because this game moves in a hurry.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's Minshew. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Walker hauls it in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner and, really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Bails out of the pocket quick. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Smith in the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I love a good bootleg just like every other quarterback does. And bootlegs are most effective, Kate, when you're running it first and you deceive that defense. But if you're not running it, or it's a poor fake, or you got a defense that is sound, well, you have the opportunity to get hit in the face in less than 2 seconds, just like that.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Fields this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be Raider football. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Madison. And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Madison again. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
And they send a man in motion. 1st and 10, Minshew. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a lead just before the end of the third. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Smith. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Walker now from the gun. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
A give up the gut to Walker. And he works this to the 38 before going down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running with Walker again. Broke through the tackle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba with a touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Going left side, Madison with it. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. From the college game, not much space, to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Running right, it's Madison. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He'll throw it. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Into the hands of Walker. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. He'll look to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
So they sent it to a 2nd set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Now Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Staying with Walker. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. On the carry, it's Walker. And he'll go down here at the 16. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Here's Walker running right. And he drives this forward to the 6.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about willpower. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that 1st down.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. This only a chip shot from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.